Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. How many of you have owned a dog, or will ever own a dog in your lifetime? Did you ever wonder what the breed's origin or history is? How the breed got their name? Or when the breed arrived in the United States? I'm a proud parent of a black female pug. I've been her father for 6.5 years, love her very much. So this evening I want to talk to you about the pug origin, history, how the breed got its name, and when her ancestors came to the United States. First, let's talk about the origin of the pug. I've talked with people in the past, and they've asked people, what they think, where they think the pug came from. And it's a popular belief that the pug was originated in China. Brenda Belmont, who is the judge's education instructor for the Pug Dog Club of America, experienced all-breed obedience instructor, veterinary clinic manager, a breed columnist for the American Kennel Club Gazette, and a junior columnist for Pug Talk magazine, wrote the Pug Handbook, which was published in 2004, and I quote, she references that pug-type dogs have been documented as early as 551 by Confucius. She adds that the physical characteristics of today's pug resemble that of an early dog, which was a Chinese breed known as the Lhotse. The Lhotse had a compact face, short hair, and wrinkles on the forehead that formed a W-like shape. This shape resembled the Chinese character for prince, and it later became known as the Prince Mark. Now let's talk about some of the history of the pug and where the breed got its name. During some of my own reading and my recent research, I've found out that the pug has a history in royalty. Brenda Belmont also wrote that the pug was quite popular during the 16th century in Europe, and a pug was believed to save the life of Prince William of Orange in the late 1500s when Spain tried to take over Holland. When Prince William regained his power, he announced that the pug was the honored breed of the Dutch ruling house. The Lhotse, which is the early breed that I mentioned before, was known as the early pug, and they often had rooms, their own rooms in palaces, and were guarded by soldiers. And according to Brenda Belmont, England is where the blueprint of today's pug was formed. There's more written in England about the pug than in any other place in Europe, and it was in England that the word pug, which is a derivative of the Latin word pugnus, which means fist, was first used. And if you look at the profile of the pug, it does resemble that of a clenched fist. Royalty from England, such as Queen Victoria, Queen Mary Stuart II, and the Duke and Duchess of Windsor were very passionate and devoted owners of the pug dog. Now let's turn to the introduction of the pug into the United States. Juliet Cunliffe, who is a renowned author for the American Kennel Club, wrote a guide about pugs titled Pug, A Comprehensive Guide to Owning and Caring for Your Dog. It was published in 2008. She writes that there's not much documentation when pugs first came to the country, but they are known to be here as early as, like, shortly after the Civil War. During the 1880s, pugs were shown in dog shows, and they were officially recognized by the American Kennel Club in 1885, and they were classified in the toy group. And according to the American Kennel Club website, in 2008, the pug was listed the 15th most popular breed of the 156 breeds listed. So in summarizing what we've talked about this evening, it can be first said that pugs originated from China, and they're originally from the breed known as the Lhotse. They have a long history of being favored by royalty, and they got their breed name in England. And they arrived in the U.S. shortly after the Civil War and were recognized by the American Kennel Club in 1885. I'd just like to add that when I first wanted to get a dog, I knew I wanted to get a pug, and I knew I wanted to give her a royal name. We call her Coco, it's spelled with a K, and we added Lady and Elizabeth to that. Elizabeth is, of course, from Elizabeth, Queen of England. So her given name is Lady Coco Elizabeth Smith. So in conclusion, whether you own a dog now or plan to own one in the future, researching the origin and history of that breed can be educational, fascinating, and very fun. And during your research, you're likely to find many captivating, intriguing, and colorful facts about the beloved addition to your family.